workout, booty band. We'll be focusing on legs today. This will be a quick 15-20 minute exercise that you can do when you're short on time to get a good burn in your legs and get that energy going. Before we get started, as always, I do want to teach you each movement. Once we move through each movement, there will be 9. Once we move through each movement, I will turn up the music and we'll move through the routine together. We'll repeat each movement twice. So we'll go through the 9 and then we'll move back up to the top and go through them again. Have fun. Let's do this. So if you haven't already, grab your booty band. As you can see, I am currently sitting on the ground. All of these will be done from a lying position, whether you're lying on your back or on your side. So go ahead and grab your band, grab your mat. Let's get started. All right, so the first, let's go ahead and slide our booty band. So take it through both legs and you'll slide it onto your thighs about 2 inches up from your knees. So you see that? Got about 2 inches or maybe the thumb length. All right, so let's take it back down, get situated. So once you have your booty band on, I want you to take it all the way down to the ground, lying flat on your back. So once you're there, you're situated, you have your booty band on, it's about 2 inches from your knees. What I want you to do is find that resistance. So you'll have your knees at about a 90-degree angle, and then knees, legs are about hip width apart. So same stance that you would do if you're standing to a squat. Hip width apart. Main importance, far enough apart that you feel the resistance. So we start with resistance, and then we add resistance when we do the workout. So you'll feel a slight pull on the band with your legs. Okay? So I'm going to lay down. This one is a lying abduction. I just like to call it the butterfly because it's not like a beautiful butterfly. But I digress. All right, let's go. So, abduction. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. So, without moving your feet, you're simply moving your knees outward. Open, close. Okay. Open, close. Very simple movement. So you're going from resistance to more resistance. And if you're doing this with me, you should already feel it in your glutes and the back of your legs. Okay? So that's the lying abduction. Will be the first in the routine. Second, we'll be doing the lying abduction pulses. So here, we start with the resistance. We take the resistance out a bit, and then we take it out further and do pulses. So it's the same as any pulse routine where you're taking it up, and then you're pulsing. Okay? So we're taking it out, and out further, and pulsing it there. We'll be doing each of these for 45 seconds. The pulses can be challenging, so do as many as you can. If you need to rest, take a brief rest and return to your pulses. So again, we're going from band above your knees, resistance, more resistance, okay, and pulse. And from there, we'll be doing the lying abduction hold. So there, we're taking it out. So you're starting with slight resistance, pushing out to max resistance. Yes, I really love it. And holding it there. So you'll feel the squeeze in your glutes. You'll start to feel the squeeze and burn in your legs. And we're simply holding for 45 seconds or as long as you can go. Woo! Alrighty, Vernon. And from there we'll be doing glute bridges. So if this is your first time doing glute bridges, I want you to focus on form rather than speed or needing to do the glute bridges for the entire 45 seconds. So set up. Hip width apart still. Slight resistance on the band. Your feet should come in My arms are short, but they should be fairly close to your hands when you're laying down. So here you have my hands, I would say they're about an inch away. Excuse you. Find some place to lay. All right, and so from there, my assistant is going to get situated, not right in front of it. And from there, press out. So similar to the butterfly, we are pressing out. So you go from hip width to pressing out. Very slight movement, but you'll feel the resistance on the band. Okay? And then you're pressing up. So we're not overarching our back. Straight back, flat back, and pushing through your feet. You don't want to bring your feet off the ground. Keep your feet flat. You can focus on pushing through the heels, but keep your feet flat. Okay? And down. Up. Push through your feet. Push through your heels. And down. That's a glute bridge. While you're up in the glute bridge, we're not going to do it, but I'll show you. You can do the butterflies while you're in the glute bridge. We'll do that in one of the next few videos. Okay, next we'll take it onto our side. We'll perform this exercise, of course, on each side. You want your knees to be 90 degrees, so bent at 90 degrees. Your knees are facing forward. Your shins are in alignment with the front of your mat, okay? Hips stacked on top of one another. You're supporting yourself with your forearm, okay? From there, this is what I call the fire hydrant. You simply take your top leg up and down. So here, our starting point, we don't have as much resistance on the band. When we come up, we're putting resistance on the band and pushing through our glutes. Or pulling. All right, up and down. We are not using anything else but this top leg. You might feel it on your bottom leg as well. Up, down. Really use the outer part of your glutes to pull that leg up. From there, we'll switch to the other side. So, knees facing forward, 90 degrees, shins in alignment with the front of the mat, elbow, shoulder, all in alignment. Up and down. Now you might see in the videos that I adjust the band. I want you to do the same thing rather than moving through the exercise without the band in the right place. I want you to get the most from this workout. So up. So what you'll do, you're thinking, oh, am I coming up high enough? What am I supposed to do? How do I know I'm doing enough? Come up just high enough to feel the resistance of the band working your outer leg. Okay? And down. Up. And down. Up. And down. You're just using your top leg. All right. From there, we will be doing a side-lying donkey kick. So we'll stay with this leg for the sake of learning. Same position, same starting point, everything exactly the same. Okay? You bring your leg up, top leg up, and press back. This is a donkey kick. Up. So your leg, you know how we were doing this with the fire hydrant? We're not going up and down, we're going up once and then pressing towards the back. And up. So it's more of a sliding movement and back. So you'll really want to push with your heel. It's like you're trying to close the door that's over there. And up. You're keeping your leg lifted, not going up or down the entire time. With that, you have resistance on the band the entire time as well. Okay? Back and up. Small movement. It's going to burn fast because you have the resistance the entire time. And again, hips stacked. Prop yourself up on your forearm. Try to keep everything tall and proud. And just press back. It will start to burn fast. Go slow and controlled. Do as many as you can. Again, we'll do it for 45 seconds. All right. From there, still side lying, I'm going to demonstrate with my other leg. That one's already sore. So here we're going flat. Everything. Flat and straight up. I have a dog supporting me. Come on, Diesel. Yeah. Okay. So from here, side lying flat. Let me scoot down just a little bit. And what we're doing is simply lifting our top leg. So everything's in alignment. Straight. Right? Band is still here. You don't have resistance right now. What you'll do is lift your legs straight up. Hips are stacked. You're not moving anything else. Just the top leg and down. Okay? You should feel it. Up and down. It's kind of like scissors. Up and down. Open and close. I have my toe pointed just because that happens naturally. It works the same either way. Okay? From there, we're taking it into what I call a rainbow. So in that, you will point your toe. Your entire body is still straight, one line. Lying on your arm, supporting yourself, simply laying flat on your arm. What you'll do is take your leg up, forward, tap the ground of your dog, up, back, tap the ground, up and over. I call this a rainbow. Tap your dog, and back, tap the ground, up. So basically you're painting a rainbow over one leg with your top leg. All right, last one. This is a side lying flat, still same position. We're lifting our leg and we're holding. So we're gonna burn it out for that very last set. So lift straight up, get as much resistance on that band as possible, and hold it there for as long as you can. We'll go for 45 seconds, but you can bring it down and rest at any point. Get a little rest, bring it back up. So this is a simply lift and hold. All right, so that's that. That's what we'll be doing. We'll roll through this twice, and whew, you should feel it from there. All right, let's get started.